Should I mute Neve's mic for the moment? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ollie Campbell Park here today for the third round of the Energia AIL and the game between Old Belvedere and UL Bows. Old Belvedere still in search of their first win of the season, while UL Bows have one win and one defeat to their name. So both teams looking to bounce back from their defeats last week, and it's bound to be a cracker this afternoon. On comms today, Leslie Ring here with you, and Niamh O'Dowd is my co-commentator. How are you today, Niamh?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. How are you, Leslie?
I'm great. Looking forward to the match today. UL Bows to kick off here. And Kate Flannery begins the action there. And it's not gathered by Belvo. And now it's Megan Edwards to carry it up. We have a strong carry there by Lisa Callan. Belvo just under a little bit of pressure off the kick-off there, having not gathered it cleanly. And it's a good clearance kick there by Ellie O'Sullivan and gathered by Kate Flannery. And UL Bows are on the attack there. And it's an intercept, but it's just fumbled by Belvedere, and it will be our first scrum of the game. Niamh, what are your thoughts so far?
I guess Belvo just need to probably, there was a bit of space there on the edge. Belvo were looking to get away with that, so they probably just need to get a bit more connected in defence, come up off the line together, and then just get out of that area of the pitch.
Nice and stable. Let's take this slow, okay?
They don't want to be spending too much time down there.
Once I'm happy, I'll step back. You can come in, yeah.
How do you think this first scrum is going to go here, Natty?
Yeah, look, I suppose the UL pack are known to be quite dominant. They're very experienced. They've been playing together for a long time. Eilish Cal, she knows how to put the pressure on. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
Stable so far. And UL just getting a bit of a shove on.
Yeah. No. Way up. Way up.
So Bows just winning the penalty there. And it looks like they're going to go for touch. So it'll be our first line out of the game. What are you expecting here, Niamh?
Perfect.
Yeah, well, look, we have Beth
Black.
Buttimer thrown in here. I wouldn't be surprised now today if we see some balls going to the 15-metre line. She has great range on her throw for such a young hooker as well.
10 metres if you're not in. 10 metres, please.
Yeah, so We'll see what's happening.
Watch my arm. Once my arm goes down, you can come up.
And Katie Lade manages to jump on the breaking ball at the back of the line out there, and Belvo are on the attack. Lisa Callan with a carry. Belvo probably looking to exit here from this area. It's Orla McAuliffe with a lovely carry in midfield, finds a soft shoulder.
Pulls it. Onside, turn. Tackle!
Bo's just being a bit of a nuisance at the break time. Belvo will be looking to tidy that up a bit as they're struggling to get the ball out quickly. A nice box kick there. And a lovely chase from Grace Tuddy. But Kate Flannery's through a gap and they're out to the wing, out to Chisma Guerrero, who's got gas to burn. And she's making a break down the sideline. And it looks like it's going to be first try of the game to Chisma Guerrero.
Yeah, look, that all comes from the experience of Chloe Pearce putting on pressure at the ruck. Ellie O'Sullivan did well to clear there, but you just can't give Chisholm that space, can you? Like, she's she's just great with ball in hand. So now Kate Flannery will take this kick.
Yeah, just in line with me.
Yeah, Chisholm is so good on the counter, and any bit of space she's going to make hay with. So Belvo will be looking to tidy things up from there and tidy up their kick chase. Tough position for the conversion here, but Kate Flannery's got an education boot and
fucking wrong camera the whole time.
Just drops short and wide.
Next one, Kate, let's go!
Just hold still there for a sec. Just.
So 4 minutes in, we have our first score of the game. Niamh, what do you think Belvo will be looking to do from here?
Yeah, look, I presume they're going to keep this very long and try just stick Bows down in that corner if they can. I think they've just been around now for a bit too long.
Yeah, that's the game, isn't it? Play a bit of territory. It's a nice day. Conditions are good, so they'll be looking to make Bows play out of their half.
Pulling into turn.
Some physical tackles going in here. And carry from Chloe Pearce. She's very hard to pull down, and she places and goes again, gains a few further yards. And Kate Flannery gets a lovely offload away to Aoife Corey, who gives an offload to Chisma Guerrero, and she's in for her second, only minutes after her first.
Yeah, look, there you see it again. Chisholm give her an inch and she's gone. I guess again you just can't give her that space on the edge. We've got to come up and make our tackles and not let the ball get out that wide. But that's a great run from Chisholm. You know, she has speed to burn.
Indeed she does. Yeah, I think Belvo will be
the phrase?
It is the phrase. Belvo will be disappointed, I suppose, with Bows going down the short side that they weren't able to shut that down.
Yeah.
And it's something that they'll be looking to close off now.
And that all comes from strong carries from the UL pack. You know, strong carries, good clear outs, and then they've got quick clean ball for their fast backs.
And it's flags up as Kate Flannery slots the conversion.
Brilliant, yeah, she's great kicking from tee.
And that now makes the score 12-0 to UL Bows with about 6 minutes on the clock.
when you're ready to go.
And Ellie O'Sullivan kicks us off, and again the ball goes to Alana McInerney, who steps her way around a few Belva defenders and takes Bowes just up to near the 10-metre line. And Claire Bennett again just carrying over the 10-metre line there with a really powerful carry.
Huge carry from Claire there.
And there looks to be a little bit of space out wide if Bowes can get there, but Belva have folded around well, and hopefully they'll be able to cut off that attack. And a tip on from Beth Budimer to Eilish Cahill there. Bowes still over the 10-metre, and Kate Flannery puts in a kick.
Yeah, and that's Lions Grass there.
Just outside the 22, and Megan Edwards is on the counter now. Runs by a couple of defenders, but is a bit exposed at the ruck.
No.
And Belva managed to secure the ball. Jane Neal with a nice strong carry there. She's an excellent player, isn't she, Noddy?
Yeah, do you know, Jane's just in the last year, she's just come on leaps and bounds. She actually captained the Irish under-20s. So yeah, she's just really impressive. Back row player, back row, second row.
Bit like yourself there, captained the under-20s.
Oh God.
You know, to great success. And a nice offload there from Megan Edwards, and Vanessa Hullen is off. And Belva just have a little bit of a momentum here. Hopefully they can keep it going in their attack. And there's a penalty, looks like for a high tackle from UL Bohs. So this will give Belva an opportunity now to set up a good attacking platform, and you presume their first line out of the game.
Yeah, hopefully we can get this down the pitch and
into a good position, yeah.
We have Lisa Callan throwing in today. She's quite an experienced hooker.
And just doesn't quite go over the touchline, and so it's a game of kick tennis, and Ellie O'Sullivan shaping for another kick, and she goes for a chip over the top, and just runs into a UL player, and a nice little dink over the top there by a UL player. I think was it Ava McDonough, and Vanessa Hullen just looking to counter and exit from just outside the 22. And there's a little bit of space out wide, but Belva don't have the players maybe to go quite as far. But Megan Edwards, you could see what she was trying to do there. It's another nice carry from Orla McAuliffe. She started strongly this game, I think.
Yeah, she has. She's had a good few tackles and some big carries. She's a very physical player, Orla is.
Yeah, very strong, and does all the donkey work, doesn't she?
Yeah. She's playing in the second row today, but she can actually front row as well. So
she can do it all, ladies and gentlemen.
She can. Now this will be a Bow throw-in. So
looks like they're going for a shortened line out slightly. Looks like a 5-man.
Lovely ball there.
Looked just on the outside hand there.
I think that's a bit unfair there.
I think if you watch back, she caught it on her outside hand. So I think fair call for a scrum to Belvo, and so they'll be looking to get out of this area. And Belva with the line out, which they managed to gather, and they are just looking to exit, but clever play there from Chloe Pearce, gets the arm of Jade Gaffney and forces a knock on, and so Bows have the ball down the short side again and will be looking to release Chisholm Aguero, who just knocks it on in the carry, and so another scrum to Belvo.
Good defence there. I can't see who made that tackle on the edge. Jane Neal, yeah, there she is. She's everywhere in defence, you know. She just keeps going. She's such a workhorse. Yeah,
she's a phenomenal work rate and incredible physicality from Jane. As you said, she's really upped her game in the last couple of years, and I think is now one of the first names on the team sheet. So we have another line out here. And Grace Tuddy, newcomer to the forwards, the promotion, and she gathers the ball, but it's knocked on. It seems to be unseen by the referee, and will play on. The kick over the top probably doesn't go far enough, and Aoife Corey is on the attack here. Bo's in another good position.
Yeah, that was all from the pressure of Beth Buttimer off the back of the line out.
Smashing tackle by Ellie O'Sullivan there.
Brilliant. Was that Cara Mulcahy?
No, it was Ellie O'Sullivan, the 10. Yes, Ellie is a brilliant defender, and it is some might say unusual to have a 10 who's so good in defence. But she's not shy of a tackle. She's got great bravery and very physical, even though she's only a wee slip of a thing. So Belvo just up to the 10-metre line there, and Captain Clodagh just making sure Beth Buttimer was walking away.
Yeah, there's a bit of
just helping her on.
All in a day's work. Now we have Lisa Callan throwing in again.
And it just gets batted back onto the Belvo side, so Ellie gathers there, and Cara Mulcahy with the carry. And Jane Neal just taking it into midfield. Good gather there from Emma Kelly. It was just out in front of her, but she's someone who's got the safest pair of hands in Belvo, you could say.
Oh, she does, yeah. Emma.
It's a strong counter rucking from Bowes there out in the wing, and they have turned over the ball just on the 22. Belvedere will be disappointed with that. Bowes just causing them a few problems at the ruck so far.
Yeah, Belvedere probably need to just work a bit harder to secure those edge rucks, especially in our own 22.
Yeah,
so maybe we need to just get out of there rather than trying to play it out.
Yeah, just under a little bit of pressure, and I think that's the tactic you'd want to see is just clearing the lines and going from there. It's a nice offload there, and Chloe Pearce and Ellie's just managed to gather, but Kate Flannery does extremely well there. I think it is I think it's Aoife Corey to gather that ball, and they've just been driven back about 5 metres out from the 22. And Alana McInerney was calling for it. There's a bit of space in the wing there, and Megan Edwards has gathered, and she's just looks to be on the try line, but it looks like it's going to be a scrum to Bowes as it was grounded just inside the try line by Megan Edwards.
That was great scramble from Megan. But a lovely kick from Kate, and the chase from Alana as well. Another girl who has speed to burn.
Yeah, clever play by Bowes there. They obviously identified the space between Flannery and McInerney, and put Belvo under fierce pressure and have come up with the ball now.
Yeah. So this will be a Bowes scrum?
Yeah, I think is this maybe second or third scrum of the game.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It looked a relatively even contest there. The first one, I think. I mean, you're the expert here. I'll defer to you, but you're always allowed the first couple to feel each other out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They'll settle into the game now. So we'll see now what happens here. Will we have an 8 pick and go?
Looks to have just collapsed there, and we'll probably have a reset. Yeah, the 8 pick is a good option, especially when you have Chloe Pearce at the back of that scrum there. She's such a powerful ball carrier, and we're well used to seeing her knock defenders over with her kind of bounce.
You can see Chisholm set up flat over there on the left. No defenders in front of her, so...
Yeah, there's a good bit of space now. I think Bowes, whether they're looking to drive this over or go for the 8 pick, I'd say they're trying to pull the Belva defence in so that they can expose the width. And Chloe Pearce is off, as predicted, and she gets in for her try.
Yeah, was very smart play from the Bows scrum there. Do you know, they knew exactly what they were doing. I suppose Belvedere just going to need to tidy up that setup and their height. And then that's just Chloe Pearce's bread and butter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's she's one of the most powerful carriers in the AIL, and it's hard to stop her from there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So Kate Flannery lining up the conversion, and it's from a similar position, just on the opposite side. And it was just curling in, but it didn't come quite the way she wanted it to, so it will remain 17-0. Tough scoreline for Belvo after roughly 20 minutes played, and it's been a tough start to the season. Noddy, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I suppose, look, we have a lot of young players coming through, like Cara Mulcahy. Do you know, we have Grace Tutty, who's just recently moved to the forward pack. Like, she's, you know, new to lineouts, new to scrums.
There's been a lot of change in the Belvo team, hasn't there?
Yeah, exactly. And then like a young new 10, like Ellie O'Sullivan Sexton, she's doing really, really well. But it just takes time to get that kind of cohesion, you know. And then Bo's like probably one of the most.
And Vanessa Pullen has gathered a loose ball, and she has just carried inside the 22 there, just off the Bo's kick-off. There was a pass from Ava McDonagh to Alana McInerney, which didn't go to hand, and Vanessa pounced on it. So Belvo, with their first real entry into the Bo's 22 here, they'll be looking to put some points on the board.
Yeah, hopefully the forwards can just get through some work here, draw the defence in, and then...
And it's just fumbled there by Ellie O'Sullivan, and it will be a Bows scrum. Yeah, I think just on Ellie there, you know, she's new to Belvo this year, but has really kind of taken the step up and level in her stride, and I think she's someone with huge potential and a huge ceiling.
Oh, she is, yeah. She was involved with Leinster over the summer, and she's just, you know, like training with her. She just has a very big appetite to learn. She just takes everything in like a sponge, and she's not afraid to try things, as you can see here. So yeah, it's great to see.
A good view of this scrum here.
Yeah, that's much better from Belvo there now.
And Bows cleverly, I suppose, dragging the scrum one way so that Pearce can go the other, and Megan Edwards just gathering there. A UL Bows player losing their footing, and
a lovely run from Megan.
And she's in some space here. Hopefully she can get some support with her. Really nice placement of the ball, and Belvo will be looking to go quick. There's quite a few Bows players offside there, but the referee doesn't spot it. And we're going short side again, and it's Clodagh Dunn spinning it out to Vanessa Hullen, who just knocks it on.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that all comes from the run from Megan. She's actually a former sprinter, so you don't want to give her too much space.
Yes, some might say she's like a lightning bolt. But yeah, excellent run from Megan Edwards. Just stepping into the fullback position. Not somewhere you'd see her too often. She's more of a winger by trade, but you'd have to say her counter-attacking so far today has really, you know, it's been very positive for Belvo.
Yeah. Now another scrum here. We'll see if Belvo can just maintain that height.
Let's go, Belvo!
And again, you can see Chisholm very flat on the far side of the 22.
Yeah, that option seems to be always on for Bows. Kate Flannery loves the crossfield kick.
And she can put it on a pin. And Clodagh O'Halloran, I thought they're maybe pulling on the arm of the Belvo prop as well.
Yeah, that's
just
probably
helping her down.
Just Katie Lade's experience there. Grania Burke could be relatively new to the AIL. So Katie's been around a long time. She knows exactly what she's doing.
It's a good scrum battle we have here on our hands.
It is, yeah.
Both sides winning and losing almost in equal measure.
Now, just inside our 22, and Lisa Callan is throwing in.
And Jane Neal gathers there, pops it off to Lisa Callan, who pops it off to Jade Gaffney, and we're into the midfield with Emma Kelly. They'll be looking to build the phases here and just build the pressure and suck UL Bohs in to create a bit of space out wide. And Lisa Callan just gets the offload away, and it's gathered by Emma Tilley, second top try scorer in last season's AIL. It's turned over by Bohs.
Yeah, again an edge ruck. We just need to clear that out and get it secured. Do you know, the both players are just making havoc there.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a theme of this first half, hasn't it? That Belvo's rucks have been a little bit untidy, and Jade Gaffney at scrum half has been put under a bit of pressure, and we've had a few turnovers. Nicely gathered by Aoife Corey, who goes for the chip over the top, and she almost gathers but just knocks it on. But it looks like the referee is going to award a penalty for crossing or obstruction.
Yeah, there's been a bit of running now back and forth. I'd say there's a bit of fatigue setting in on both teams.
There's a lovely pace to the game.
Plenty of kickers on either side.
As a forward,
we just love it.
Yeah, it's the running back and forth between 22s. It's particularly fun, isn't it? So we have another line out here by Beth Bunwer, one of the brightest stars of the game with the kind of up and comers.
Yeah, she's another girl who was involved with the Irish under-20s this summer, and she's been playing consistently with Munster as well. So
running and tries for fun in that tournament, wasn't she?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's not a bother on her.
And it's just a little bit untidy, but Bohs have managed to gather, and Chisholm Aguero was coming onto that ball at pace, and it was just a little bit behind her shoulder, and so it was a knock on here.
Yeah, that was brilliant pressure from Katie Lade at the back of the line out.
Yeah, she's a bit of a menace back there.
She's
been putting them under serious pressure in the previous few lineouts in this area. So Belvo actually winning the penalty here, and they'll be looking to clear their lines. So Ellie O'Sullivan takes Belvo just inside the UL Bohs half here.
Yeah, so we're starting to get a bit of territory now. We just probably need to, possession has probably let us down a small bit. So if we can just kind of get this ball and keep it for a bit and try to get through a few phases.
Yeah, I think Belvo have kind of settled it a little bit now since getting in those two tries early on, and we've a bit more of a contest on our hands now. And the ball has ended up back on the UL Bohs side. It looks like they have a scrum advantage here.
Yeah, and Claire Bennett carrying it up.
And Ellie O'Sullivan just getting caught, and UL Bohs have penalty advantage. And Lucia Lynn carrying well into the Belvo half.
Great chase down from Vanessa though.
Yeah, and Alana McInerney just with a little bit of space, but she just puts a foot in touch. And the referee bringing it back for the penalty. So they were just on the 22 there, but he's bringing them all the way back to the halfway line for no advantage. Interesting calling there.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So Bows go for the quick tap through Myrna Wall, and Claire Bennett with a nice little tip on there. And she's still going there. And a good line speed there from Belvo, but Chloe Pearce gets a nice little tip on away to Ava McDonough, and they just get inside the 10-metre line there.
Great tackle there and line speed from Jane Neal. She really is just everywhere in defence.
Yeah. And just a break in play here. It looks like we have an injury to Myrna Wall. And it looks like we'll have a little break. Nadi, tell us about your travels in Canada.
Oh yeah. So like we were pretty happy overall. We probably surprised ourselves a bit actually. And it was great. Great fun at the end, and yeah. You escaped the law there. You escaped the World Rugby law. I did, yes, yeah. I ended up with a couple of yellow cards, but it's okay in the end. Yeah. You got out alive. Talk to us about the New Zealand match. Like, what an occasion, what a day for Irish rugby. What was it like to be a part of that? Yeah, the game itself was very physical. It really was relentless. I guess we just really kind of stuck together throughout the game. We kind of like maintained belief. We didn't, when we were down or when they levelled up, like we didn't kind of let our heads drop. We just kept going, and yeah. And what was the talk going into the game that day? A lot of just about kind of belief in kind of what we could do. We weren't going in there kind of expecting, that we would be like the lesser side. Like we had belief in ourselves, we backed ourselves, and just stuck to that. And I think you could really see that it was a team that played with confidence and played with belief, and it's so refreshing to see an Irish side play like that. And so I think we're, seeing a new era is very much, we're in the middle of it now. So it's a scrum to UL Bows here, just out on the 10-metre line there. And Chloe Pearce with the pick. And she sets Myrna Wall off, and she gets a little handoff in there, and she is in for UL Bows' 4th try, so they secure their bonus point with 30 minutes on the clock. Yeah, that was a much stronger scrum now from Belvo. The sides are matched up evenly there. We probably just need to shut down that 8 carry a bit quicker. Yeah. And then, Myrna Wall, she's as fast as any winger. You don't want to give her too much space. Yeah, I think she's had a breather now, so she's ready the magic to go. Sponge did its work. It did, yeah. I think the Belvo scrum, as you said, was very solid. But the flankers there would probably be looking to get off and break off a little bit quicker. Because Chloe Pearce had plenty of space to run and get that ball away. Yeah. So Kate Flannery with the conversion just inside the 22 and just in from the 5 metre as well. And it looks to be good, and that takes the score to 24-0 after 30 minutes. Yeah, you just can't give Myrna an inch, can you? She's a very experienced player. She ran that support line that you often see scrum halves running beautifully. Yeah. I'm not surprised to see her get on the score sheet. So Sullivan here with the restart, and she's picked out Alana McInerney each time here, so I wonder will she be targeting someone slightly different. And she does, and it's Lucia Lynn, I think, that takes the ball on. Oh no, it is Alana McInerney again. And she carries up to the 10 metre. And now it's Beth Budimer with a good carry, and she kind of breaks through the initial one. And they're not too far from the halfway now. And Claude O'Halloran setting off, and she releases Lucia Lynn, he releases Chloe Pearce, and it is just jouet rugby from UL Bows. But it looks to be forward pass. Yeah, Yeah, some good defence from Belvo there, but again, Bowes seem to be their plan seems to be to get the ball out to Chisholm.
Yeah, they're playing wide. They're looking to play wide, and so far it seems to be working. They're getting around the Belvo defensive line in the wider channels at the moment. So Belvo will either be looking to kind of cut that off earlier and cut that off in the kind of centre channel with their line speed, or might be looking at a change in tactics in the second half. It's kind of the way you want to play, though, and you want your defence to come up hard and cut off that outside pass.
Yeah. Now I see Emma Kelly there set up possibly to carry.
Bowes just got a little bit of a shove on, but the ball comes out nicely at the back there, and Belvo with some nice play here, and Kate Ballance in a bit of space, and she gives the ball off to Megan Edwards, who is set off here, and again she makes her way around a couple of defenders, and now we're up inside the 10 metre line, and a nice little tip on there, little interplay between Jane Neal and Cara Mulcahy, and Orla McAuliffe on the ball again. She's so hard to pull down, having an excellent game today. And we go out the back, and Emma Kelly once more looking to release the backs. And Megan Edwards with some good work there. She's tracked from one wing to the other to get on that ball again.
Yeah, she is. I'd love to see her metres from today. She's just everywhere and having to cover the backfield as well.
Clodagh Dunn setting Vanessa Hullen off, and Vanessa puts in a kick. And will the ball bounce nicely, and it looks like the referee is going back for an earlier penalty.
Good work from Vanessa there, though.
Yeah. Belvo with similar tactics, looking to play wide, looking to release the wingers, and there's some nice play there, some really positive play. I think that's probably the nicest passage of play Belvo have had in this half, and they're in a good position here now to get into the Bowes 22 and hopefully create something out of here. And it looks like a scrum has been called here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Their scrum is really shored up, and their last launcher went pretty well. So
yeah, it was a nice platform off the last play, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So they'll be looking to replicate this and get some scores on the board. Jade Gaffney feeds the ball in here and just gets stuck on some legs, and Belver going backwards, and it's been the referee calls a penalty there, and UL Bohs will be very happy with that result. And Myrna Wall looking to go quickly, and Belvo will be looking to shut her down as quickly as possible, and it looks like he has his arm out for a late tackle by Ellie O'Sullivan on Myrna Wall.
Yeah, she's almost like a flanker, isn't she, Ellie O'Sullivan?
Yeah, she's great aggression, and the referee calling a high tackle there as well. So Bowes up to the halfway, and will be looking to enter into the Belva half, and it's just probably not Kate Flannery's best kick, but it works out okay in the end, and they are on the attack again.
Yeah, Brianna Haleman's on the ball there. She's another flanker who does be everywhere.
A nice tackle from Emma Kelly there, just to slow Bowes down, and Ava McDonough with the miss pass out to Aoife Corey, who gathers well. Bowes just inside the Belvo 10 metre.
Lovely play from Kate Flannery there. Is it a forward pass?
Yeah, I think a forward pass
between lovely
Lucia Lynn and Kate Flannery there.
Yeah, Kate's distribution has been really good this game.
She's silky hands, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Belva will be disappointed with that because they've gone from a similar position in Bowes half to now defending their own 22, and I suppose a few errors kind of just compounding mistakes further. So they'll be looking to get out of this area. And we just have another break and play here for an injury now.
Yeah, and you can just see the scrum there on the screen. We just didn't get the hook, and then that just let Bowes put the pressure on, and then Clodagh O'Halloran coming off her flank there. So you just got to get these things right. And just I can see Cara Mulcahy is down just for a minute, but yeah, we'll have another scrum. Hopefully we can just set up some sort of platform off this and get out of this half.
Yeah. And Niamh, we had the draw for the World Cup recently, just the other night. Mm-hmm. What is your take on the pool that Ireland are in?
Yeah, look, no pool is easy. It's going to be easy in the World Cup, but I guess it's definitely a pool that we can compete in, and we'll be looking to compete.
Yeah, I think it's a pool that we'd have to be pretty happy with, having beaten all of those teams recently, in recent memory. So I'm sure there's a good bit of confidence around the team now, so be happy to see. And Belva with the put into the scrum here, and we're back underway. Just a little bit of instability. Jada Gaffney not quite happy, and Bowes get another good shove on here, and it looks like the ball has come out on their side. And they've really turned the screw in the scrum in the last few. And Ava McDonagh just getting caught up by Ellie O'Sullivan, and it looks like a knock on there. So some good defence by Belvo, and they'll have another scrum. What do you think's going wrong with these scrums here?
Yeah, look, I don't know, is it a bit of fatigue setting in or what, but we probably just need to get back to our process. We had kind of set up a very solid platform, and we just need to kind of get back to that good height we had.
I think winning the hit as well.
Yeah,
it looks like Bowes are getting the better shove and kind of winning that contest as well.
And I guess I think it is just a bit of fatigue on the Belvo side, and then the experience of Eilish and Beth together. They've been scrubbing together for a long time now.
And I think the Bowes pack very settled. You've got some very experienced heads in Clodagh O'Halloran, Chloe Pearce, Claire Bennett.
Yeah, so we just need to get this height right.
And looks to have gone down on the Bowes side there, or early push is what the referee's calling, and Jane Neal goes quickly. And she's up inside the 10 metre and making a good carry there. She's taking two people to drag her down, and she's just inside the UL Bows half. Brilliant carry by Jane Neal.
Yeah, great work there.
And looks like a forward pass that the referee has chosen not to call, so I think that's a 1-1 really, isn't it? And the dink through by Ellie O'Sullivan, and Aoife Corey has set Kate Flannery away. And again, they're looking to go wide almost instantly. And really stretch the Belva defence, and you have to say at the moment, Niamh, their line looks a little bit disjointed. Belva probably not coming up as hard in defence as they'd like to be, not really putting Bowes under pressure at the moment.
Yeah, just when you're caught for numbers there on the edge, it's just hard to put on the pressure that you want to.
And Cara Mulcahy came up with the ball there, and Belva were off again, and it's Emma Kelly with the carry and a nice little offload off the deck, and Hannah Wilson with a good carry, and they're keeping the ball alive here, which is what the style that Belva do love to play when they can build the phases. So.
Yeah, you've got Clodagh Dunn. I think she had 3 touches.
Emma Tilley is through a gap here, and there's one left in the defensive line, and she is just into the 22 there, but Bowes looking to get over that ball, but Megan Edwards gets in there, and we're up to the 22. Belva with another opportunity to attack here. Cara Mulcahy's, they're struggling to pull her down. Some good rucking there by Orla McAuliffe. And we're out wide to Grace Tuddy, who just sets Kate Balance off, and she just slips, but manages to get up and keep going. And Cara Mulcahy again with the offload to Hannah Wilson, and her hand gets caught, and I think it's Evo Flynn who comes up with the ball. But Belva managed to get it back, and we have some unlucky it's a bit of offloading there that just didn't quite go to hand.
Yeah, we probably just need to keep the ball in hand there, get through a few phases, and just build the pressure that way.
Yeah, some good intent and really good endeavour there. I like to see them keeping the ball going, and it really was putting Bows under pressure because they couldn't get their defensive line set. And the referee has blown his whistle and he has his flag out. We'll hear what he's going to say to the assistant ref. Okay, our ref mic does not seem to be working today, but the linesman has spotted something. So I wasn't able to spot exactly what went on there, but there seems to be both sides in the thick of it, so it's hard to say at the moment. Maybe a bit of afters going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Was there only one player who was completely guilty? So I don't know.
It's all good fun at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll always have a bit of that in these games.
And he looks to be calling over a UL Bows player and looking to speak to Chloe Pearce and Claude O'Halloran. Seems to be a bit of conversation going on here, and you'd have to think it's going to be a penalty against UL Bows.
Yeah, so hopefully now, if it is our penalty.
Yeah, just a chat. So it must have been a bit of pushing going on by the looks of it from Claude O'Halloran, and Belvo looking to go to the corner here. So this is their first line out in a kind of attacking position just near the 5 metre. What do you reckon, Niamh? A maul incoming?
Yeah, I'd love to see them all. Yeah, or else just kind of safe ball and crash it up and then just keep the ball in hand, get through some work with the forwards and then see what we can do.
Yeah, build those phases, build pressure.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like there's too much time left in this first half here, so it'd be great for Belvedere to get a score on the board.
We might see them all. I think Cara's in there at first receiver, so
yeah, looks like it, and you can imagine this ball's going to Jane Neal.
Yeah.
Oh, and they fooled everyone. Hannah Wilson with a little dummy to the front there.
Lovely.
And Belvo in a nice position now, just carrying over the 5 metre there, Clodagh Dunn. And Bows under pressure here defending their line. And it's just Claude O'Halloran making a bit of a nuisance of herself there, and it looks like we still have the ball here. Some really good defence by UL Bows. Their experience there, just getting low, getting off the line. You'd have to wonder, are they quite hindmost foot there? From this angle it doesn't look like it, but the referee has blown penalty for holding on, and UL Bows get out of jail, and we'll probably end this half by keeping Belva scoreless. And Kate Flannery takes the tap and puts it into touch, and that is the end of the first half. So at half time it is 24-0 to UL Bows. Just have a replay here of that passage.
That was Grania Burke there on the ball. Yeah, that's very good work from Grania.
So a solid first half from UL Bows. Thoughts so far, Niamh?
Yeah, I suppose, look, that's probably one of the first times we've kind of gotten into like a real try scoring zone. So like we probably spent a bit too much time in our own half, and just kind of ball retention then, knowing when to carry and when to kind of try those offloads and those tip-ons. And
you can see from Belva when they do kind of hang on to the ball and play in UL Bows half, it's really positive. So I think they'll be looking to do more of that in the second half. But it is just, ball security I think has to be the number one at half time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll leave it there for the moment and we'll come back to you with the second half.
Every used car has a story. At Windsor Certified, all ours have a happy ending. Buy used with confidence. Windsor, drive happy.
Okay, and welcome back to sunny Ollie Campbell Park.
Welcome back to the second half of UL Bohs versus Old Belvedere. Old Belvedere playing at home. It is 24-0 to UL Bohs, and Belvedere will be looking to put some scores on the board before the end of the match.
And it looks like we have Ciara McLaughlin coming on now for Beth Buttimer.
And we're just underway here in the second half. And a good long kick by Belvo, and a little bit of a mistake there from UL Bohs, and Belvo with the ball in a good position in the UL Bohs 22.
Sorry, actually Beth is still on, so I wonder, is she going to the back row maybe? We'll see what happens there. And also on
looks like Eilish Cahill maybe off the pitch.
Oh yes, possibly, yes. And Anya Rutley has come on for Lisa Callan on the Belvo side.
No, Lisa Callan's still in there. Anya Rutley.
That was information from Anya Donnelly.
Sorry, our background team of Anya Donnelly is feeding us misinformation.
What's new?
Couldn't be relying on Anya Donnelly. Oh, it looks like there's been a penalty here to Belvo, and it looks like it's going to be, or is it brought forward? So there's a bit of chat from Beth Buttimer there, and the referee not happy, so he's having a conversation with Beth and her captain Chloe Pearce. So Belvo in a nice position here.
It looks like they're going to go for pods here.
Yeah, tap and go. And Lisa Callan with the carry. She's a strong carrier and taking a few people to bring her down.
Yeah, she has great leg drive. It's very hard to take her down when she gets going.
And another good carry there from Katie Lade this time. And Jane Neal with a pick. And Belvo are making good yards here if they can keep their shape and structure in these pods. They'll put themselves in a good position to score, and Beth Buttimer seems to be clamped over that ball, and it is a penalty to UL Bohs. I think just didn't have a third person in that pod to secure the ball there, and interestingly Bohs go for the tap from their own line, but they obviously were looking for a bit of space out wide, and they've kicked through now, and the ball bounces at the foot of Emma Tilley, just over the 10-metre line. And some calls for a high tackle there. So just inside the UL Bohs half, and Jade Gaffney goes quickly, but the referee calls her back for an injury.
Yeah, that was a great turnover there from Beth, and it's a pity because Belvo had a bit of space on the edge there. If we could keep the ball, we just need to resource the rucks better, especially in that try scoring zone. But yeah.
So we're just down with a bit of an injury here. Niamh, some questions from our viewers. Do you think that there will be a general election before Christmas?
General election. Nice.
Or before the toy show? People wouldn't like to see a Christmas general election.
I've heard it's going to be before the toy show.
Thank you to our listeners. Keep sending the questions in, please.
Yeah. Now, I wonder will we go for a scrum here, or...
I reckon it could be a tap penalty again. Clodagh Dunn looks like she's shaping up to carry here.
Yeah, no better woman than Clodagh now.
Good strong carry there. And Katie Lade, known as the big red bus in some circles, she carries over the 10-metre line. And Clodagh Dunn again on the ball with a nice tip on to Anya Rutley there, known as Big Tuna, who's a ferocious carrier, very physical. And Ellie O'Sullivan on the ball, and she passes it off to Sinead Farrell. They're called for crossing there. I didn't quite spot that one now, but it's a UL Bohs penalty.
Yeah, and we've had a few changes at halftime. So Sinead Farrell is on. I think she's gone to 12.
Sinead Farrell for her debut, of course.
Yep.
Playing dual with Emily Barnhall.
And then that just pushes Emma Kelly to 13. Meg is back on the wing, and I think we have Tilly at full back. Now Beth Buttimer throws in again, and yeah, they've gone to the back. Great ball from Beth there.
Yeah, really nice clean line out there. Katie Lade put them under nice pressure, but again they're looking to go wide here and cut out that. Belvo coming up high and cutting it out. And they've definitely had a chat about line speed, because this is much better from Belvo. And just a missed tackle there from Hannah Wilson.
And would you look at that speed from a loose head prop?
You love to see it, Noddy, don't you?
You love to see it.
And it's nice, just catch pass from UL Bows and Leisha McGonigal, who's on at half time, and just Aoife Corey putting a foot in touch there, and it will be a Belvo line out. So Leisha McGonigal, she has played with Connacht. She, had the number 14 jersey for most of the Interpros, and is a super player, someone who's really come on in leaps and bounds over the last year or so. And she was a real kind of solid player for Connacht, and very speedy as well.
Yeah, she is incredibly fast.
And has great hair.
Yes, Leslie, she does. That's a better line out from Belvo, and carried up by Cara.
Yeah, Cara Mulcahy just tidying up as the ball skids along the ground there, and Ellie O'Sullivan with the kick to exit, and she puts the ball out just over in between kind of the 22 and the 10 metre line. So a good exit there from Ellie O'Sullivan, but Bo's still in a decent position here to set up an attacking platform.
Yeah, but that's good work, just to clean ball, get it out of your 22.
Get in and get out.
Yeah,
that's the job.
Yep.
Bo's going for a 5-man here, so you can imagine that looks like they're going for the tail again, possibly.
Yeah, lovely ball to the back again. Isn't it just such a luxury as a caller
to be able to call that ball and know that it's consistent and know that it's going to hit there.
Yeah, and then you've got good clean ball for your backs to play.
And Lucia Lynn had plenty of space there, and she's carried right up to the 22.
Yeah, she's done great work today, had some really good
looks
carries.
Like Emma Tilley has clamped over that ball, and she'll be thrilled at that. You love to see a back getting into rucks and causing havoc.
Yeah, you do. Tilly's is as physical a winger as you'll find.
Someone who's really worked on her defensive game over the last couple of years, and I think someone who would be considered very solid either side of the ball.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's a very hard worker. Another girl with speed to burn, and she's just very solid. Nice
replay of that turnover, as we said. Turnover from a back, what's rare is wonderful.
Yeah, it is. We've had a few today though, and now this will be a Belvo throw in.
And it's Jane Neal who with her fingertips gathers that ball, but it just puts Jade Gaffney under a bit of pressure, and she has to carry. So Clodagh Dunn stepping in ably at scrum half there.
Oh yeah, no bother to Clodagh. She could play 9 or 10 now if she wanted.
Just knocked on there by Katie Lade, unfortunately, and it's another scrum to elbows. It's a bit stop-start this game, isn't it?
It is, yeah. There was good pressure there at the back of the line out from Grania.
Yeah, Belvo struggling maybe to string together the phases as much as they would like to. It seems to be turnovers aplenty in this match.
Yeah, so now is this the first scrum of the second half?
I think it is.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see. Bows certainly were on top in the last the last 40.
Yeah, Eilish Cahill has gone off now, so
yeah, a bit more solid.
Yeah,
as well. And they go out back to Ava McDonough, who's able to get the offload away. That's some Connacht Rugby magic there. She gets to Nisha McGonigal.
Great work in defence there from Emma Tully.
Yeah.
And Grace Tuddy fast off the line.
Yeah, I think Belvo probably needs to be consistent with their line speed. There's just a little bit of dog-legging going on, and Lucia Lynn breaks through a couple of tackles. Good strong handoff, and she's just brought down. I think Tilly did very well in defence there, and Emma Kelly comes up with the ball, but she's called for an offside. And
yeah, that was a lovely run from Lucia Lynn. Another 13 who could be a winger if she wanted. Yeah, we just
looks like a yellow card for Emma Kelly. That's a bit of a harsh call there, I think, but for taking the ball in an offside position there when Bows are on the attack, so it was on balance.
That is very harsh, I think. You know, she wasn't really looking for it. It just.
And it looks like we're going for a tap and go here, and it's Beth Buttimer on the ball. And strong carry inside the 5 metre, and Belvo under pressure here, and another good carry. They've got plenty of bodies behind the ball, but it looks like it's held up. And surely the referee's not going to allow that, and yeah, held up is the call.
Yeah, Bows probably just need to drop the height a small bit, but that's great defensive work from Belvo. Do you know, it's very hard defending your line against a big pack like Bows, so to come away with a goal line dropout is a win.
Yeah, they'd be happy with that. It looks like Delia Sullivan drop kicked that, and it doesn't quite make the yards, but Bows back on the attack here. And Bows in another good position here. Some good carries. Belvo really need to work hard now to set their defence. Just down numbers as well, it's going to be difficult. I think Belvo should, when they do have the ball, and good take there by Ellie just to get in front of Alicia McGonigal, but it's carried back over, so it'll be a scrum to UL Bows. Yeah, if I was Belvo now, when we do have the ball or do have time for dropouts and things like that, I'd be killing a bit of time off the clock just to try and run down the time on that card. Yeah,
but that was good work from Ellie there. She had 2 Bows players.
Really good covering
down,
over.
So
yeah, very well done there. So again, it looks like we have time off here. Just Evo Flynn, I believe, receiving a bit of treatment. This, of course, not the only fixture of the weekend, but it is the first of the day, as I think the rest of the fixtures around the league are all 5 o'clock kickoffs. Any big matches there catching your eye, Niamh? I think the other kind of big fixture of the weekend is Rock versus Railway.
Yeah, I couldn't even call that, to be honest. I think that'll be a really good game. You've got some really good matchups in them 2 teams. So yeah, I would say that's probably one to watch.
Railway probably the stronger of the 2 teams at the moment. Rock had a tight contest with Belvo last weekend, and are probably kind of in a similar position in terms of players missing and new faces in. There's Railway, a very settled team.
Yeah, 100%. Look, we know well Railway have plenty of good experienced players and they're a very cohesive side. But then again, 2 top 4 teams, you know yourself, a derby game, anything can happen.
Yeah, going to be a big day over in Blackrock there. And UL Bows just with the shove on, but it looks like Chloe Pearce kind of knocked that on, but the referee doesn't spot it, and it's play on. And Ava McDonough with the carry. And Belvo will just be looking to spread it, and Kate Flannery with a nice crossfield kick, and Lana McInerney just knocks it on, and Vanessa Hullen follows it up with her own knock on. That was lovely play from UL Bohs and well spotted.
Yeah, that was a great option from Kate Flannery there.
Belvo a number down, of course.
Yeah.
Plenty of space out wide.
Just unlucky.
Yeah. And it looks like UL Bohs are emptying the bench here. There's 4 substitutions coming on. The Bohs bomb squad, Noddy?
Oh yeah. So who do we have coming on here?
Looks like Rachel Allen, I can spot there. Substitutions unknown. Niamh was looking after the subs. So we have a scrum here to Belvo, just on the 5 metre, and they'll be looking to maybe burn down the clock. Would we flirt with a few reset scrums here, or just get the ball out? What do you reckon?
I don't know, it's a risky business now, that especially on our 5 metre line.
On a strong scrum.
Yeah, so probably just
in opposition.
Clean ball and get it out of this area.
And a good scrum there, gets the ball out very quickly, and Cara Mulcahy with a nice carry.
Yeah, and we have Rachel Allen and Sarah Garrett on now.
And Ellie O'Sullivan just spotting a gap there and having a run, and she breaks through a couple of tackles, and she's up into nearly up to the 10 metre line there with that run. Fabulous run by Ellie O'Sullivan. But it looks like Bohs have turned it over. She was on her own, and they look to recycle, and it's a catch pass again, and Leisha McGonagall's off, but she's forced into touch by the Belvo defence. A lovely passage of play there from Belvo.
Yeah, brilliant run from Ellie. Probably just needs her support to get there a small bit quicker. But like, what a run. She has a lot of pace for a 10.
Yeah, it just looks like a little bit of fatigue from some of the Belvo pack there. But it's Belvo ball here, just on the 22. And Clodagh Dunn with a free ball at the end, and she gives a big offload to Lisa Callan, who's making her way up the touchline, and we're into just inside the 10 metre line, just up nearly near the halfway, and UL Bohs just making a nuisance of themselves, slowing that ball down. And another good carry by Katie Lade, just up to halfway. Bohs have their line set, the ball was slow, and they're able to force Belvo backwards a few metres. So you'd be looking to see, will Ellie O'Sullivan put a kick in here potentially to clear the lines. Looks like they're going to play it, and Emma Tilley with a nice carry.
Yeah, it's great work from Tilly there against Mano on defence. So
just a bit of juggling there, and it's ball back on the UL Bohs side, and this was that problem we spoke about at half time of ball retention is just killing Belvo at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's kind of been the theme of the game, and you know, Bohs, like we know that they're going to be a team who'll go at the rucks. They've got lots of good poachers, lots of good counter ruckers, so you just have to resource your rucks.
Yeah, and it's something I think that has been a theme across a couple of games for Belvo, just securing that ball, so it's definitely a big work on going into the next block of games.
Yeah.
Belvo, of course, with the trip to Ballincollig next weekend. Will you be making the journey, Niamh?
I might do, yeah. It's a long enough journey now. But yeah, hopefully now down in Ballincollig we can kind of, get through some work and just maybe put some points on the board.
Yeah, I think the climb is on. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
week.
look, it's been a tough start to the season. We've had some big fixtures against Railway, Rock, and now Bohs. Like, they're always going to be the tougher sides. So hopefully now we can kind of warm up into the league and get going. Looks hot out there.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
In sunny South Dublin, isn't it?
Yeah.
God's country.
Yep.
time just back on here now, and we've a scrum to UL Bohs.
The last scrum was quite evenly matched, so hopefully Belvo can just maintain that pressure. And yeah, so we now have Saoirse Crowe and Ciara McLaughlin on in the front row for Bohs.
Just a bit of reshuffling going on in the Belvo backline as well. It looks like Sinead Farrell is standing in 12 there with Grace Tuddy in 13, and obviously Emma Kelly off the pitch. So
yeah, we're going with 7 in the scrum,
and you have to say doing pretty well.
It's good work from Katie Lade to go there with no flanker.
Yeah, and some good work by Sinead Farrell in defence there, and just forcing a knock on, and the ball is with Belvo in a nice position there, and Anya Rutley looking to go for a pick and go there.
Yeah, Sinead Farrell, she's an excellent defender, and her hard line running is really, really good. She's another player to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and Ellie O'Sullivan just spots a half gap, takes it over the halfway. And Sinead Farrell thought about the offload and thought better of it, and Belva were able to keep it going, keep the ball moving.
It's an excellent tackle there from Claire Bennett. She's someone now, both sides of the ball. It's a very physical player.
Yeah. And Lisa Callan just caught on her own here. We'll need to find some help, and she does. And Belva just kind of stuck on this halfway line, and the ball just a little bit messy from Belva, but Anna Tilley released in the wider channel there, and she's got a lovely little step on her.
She does, yeah.
Like Ellie O'Sullivan just looked like she was struggling with a bit of cramp there. Really nice tackle there by Brianna Hellman and Jane Neal. And Belva keep it going. They're into the UL Bohs half, and we'd like to see them string some phases together here.
Yeah, that was excellent footwork from Tilly.
Yeah, and a nice tip on there, just to release closure on. And Grace Tuddy, you have to say, did very well to gather that ball, and nearly intercepted by Alana McInerney, but it's a knock on. And yeah, it looks like we're going to have a break in play here, I think. Ellie O'Sullivan struggling, and Belva back up to 15 here with Emma Kelly back on the pitch.
Yeah, Ellie's gotten through a lot of work today, so I can see how she might be cramping there, but
yeah, for all the breaks in play, it's been a very high intensity game.
It has, yeah. A lot of kicking, a lot of set piece. It's kind of non-stop today.
Chloe Pearce just in discussion with the referee.
Yeah, I wonder what that's about now.
And it looks like Ellie O'Sullivan's going to have to come off there, so potentially we have Emma Kelly slotting into 10, and there's another bit of reshuffling to be done in the Belva backline, so
yeah, that'll be no problem though. Emma Kelly, she really is a utility back and a utility forward. She can kind of play, she'll probably play about 9 or 10 positions on this pitch.
Yeah, she can do it all, really, one of those people.
She really can.
So yeah, it looks like Emma Kelly's gone into 10, and potentially it's potentially Orla McAuliffe to come on.
Lisa Callan is demanding a ball now.
I think she's demanding a sub. There's a ball in Jake Gaffney's hands. No one's come on for.
That's what it is. Yeah.
For Ellie O'Sullivan yet.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Yeah. So Maria Kenny onto the pitch. Maria Kenny returning to Belvo after a sojourn away. Former Leinster player. Someone who has huge experience and some of the best hands I've seen. She can pick a ball up off her laces.
Now just at the halfway line, so we'll see what Belvo do here. They've had some good launches off the scrum, so
yeah, looks like Sinead Farrell actually standing in that 10 position at the moment. So maybe shared duties from her and Emma Kelly, and it's Cara Mulcahy picks off the back and a good carry into the halfway, or into the Bows half, and Brianna Hillman just gets caught on the wrong side there, and it's a penalty, and Belville goes short, and it's just hands out to Anya Rutley, and Jade Gaffney gets that ball away off to Jane Neal. Bows defence good so far, solid so far.
Yeah, they have excellent line speed.
Yeah, and Belvo again just kind of getting caught a little bit at ruck time, probably not setting their pods as quickly as they need to. Marie Kenny tries the ball out the back, but the referee bringing it back to the halfway for a penalty. And you think it's either going to be the tap and go or the line out option here.
And I just see Maddie Kushner is on for Bows in the back row.
And we have a tap and go, and Bows nearly over that ball. It looks a bit messy, and it looks like it's come back on the Bows side. So again, rucking, something Belvedere are struggling with today. Good tackle from Katie Lay, just driving Bows backwards, putting them under a bit of pressure, and takes the scrum half, which you're not allowed to do, and it'll be a penalty.
That was like a great tackle from Katie Lade, 65 minutes in playing front row. Like she's really put in a good shift today.
Yeah, bringing the intensity.
Yeah. Now we'll see what Bows do here.
Looks like he's calling Katie Lade over and going to have a discussion with her. Belva will be hoping that it won't be a yellow card, as they're just back up to 15. I think that scrum half rule is one that catches a lot of people out. You can't take the scrum half until they've lifted the ball back the ruck. So it looks like it's a penalty only. Chloe Pearce unhappy with that. And it will be a penalty to UL Bows. And Ava McDonough, who has a huge boot, takes the kick and just pushes Bows over the halfway line. Niamh, any thoughts on the rule changes that World Rugby are bringing in? Thoughts on the 20-minute red card?
Yeah, I suppose there's pros and cons to them all, isn't there? There's a bit of debate about some cynical play with that 20-minute red card. But I guess, they've been trialled a bit now, so see how they go.
Yeah, the RFU coming out very strongly against it, don't seem to be too happy. And I think the French Rugby Union also coming out against it. It's not something I think seems to be widely supported in these parts. As you said, cynical play could mean potentially teams don't really suffer for taking someone out cynically.
Yeah.
And Bows again going to the tail. It's a lovely throw, and they are on the move here.
Yeah, these balls to the back of the line out are just brilliant. Just sets up such a good platform for your backs to play.
Yeah, and it looks like Rachel Allen standing in the 10 position here today now after Kate Flannery's gone off.
Yeah, isn't it just great to have so much experience then to come on?
Yeah, so many options.
Yeah.
Such a solid team UL Bows are.
So cohesive. A lot of these girls will have played together all summer with Munster. A couple of them will have played with the Irish under-20s this summer as well. So they've this backline have been playing together consistently now for years.
Yeah, and there's a brilliant coaching ticket behind them, of course. Fee Hayes, one of the game's great characters, but aside from that, an excellent coach. And really knows the game, really sees the game very well. Bows up to the just outside the Belvo 22 there.
Great pressure from Emma Kelly.
And Bows just looking to go through the ruck there. And it's maybe a slightly harsh call of not rolling away. Ball seemed to be available. So Bows will have a penalty now here. Penalty called on Lisa Callan. I think played pretty cleverly, pretty cute by Beth Budmer there, I think.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. Lisa was a bit unlucky there. But I suppose good work from Beth.
Yeah, if you can do it, why not? And the referee, the assistant ref, just with his flag out. So we've another break and play here, and a bit of a conversation between the assistant referee.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I didn't see anything.
And we've nearly 30 minutes gone in this half, and there's yet to be a score. So you'd have to say a big improvement in terms of defence from Belvo. I think that's something to be very positive about. And it's, I suppose, just a matter of stringing together the phases on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, hugely. Like, we just probably need to kind of start the first half with that sort of defence and with that sort of territory. Like if we can keep Bowes out here now. This is their penalty right in front of the post, so it looks like they're going with pods again.
Yeah, unclear what the conversation between the assistant ref and the referee was about, but has come to nothing, and we have to play on here with the penalty. And good line speed by Vanessa Hullen, just to put Aoife Corey under pressure, and she brings her down.
Yeah.
And Bowes been forced backwards. Grace Tuddy just making a nuisance of herself in that ruck. Good line speed from Clodagh Dunn, and it's just putting Bowes under pressure. And Maria Kenny boots it through.
Brilliant.
And it's back up to the halfway line, and a good chase from Sinead Farrell, and she's got a touch to it, and it's into the Bowes half now. Bowes still on the ball, but under plenty of pressure to get back, and if Belvo can follow this up with a bit of line speed, you'd have to say they're going to put them under huge pressure. And again, it's Maria Kenny just making her presence known there as Ava McDonagh kicks that ball, and Emma Kelly on the counter, she shifts it off to Jane Neal over the 10 metre line.
Yeah, that was great defensive pressure.
Again, a UL Bowes turnover. I'd love to see the turnover stats in this game.
Yeah, was that Beth again there over the ball?
I didn't quite spot it,
Chloe?
but another turnover from Bowes. And they're keeping the ball alive here.
Yeah, Myrna.
You can see the
Myrna's
fatigue,
been
and
brilliant today, just getting quick ball, getting it out.
a lovely tackle there from a Belvo player. But yeah, fatigue kind of setting in a little bit. You can see Belvo's line speed just starting to drop off, but if they can keep Bowes scoreless in this half, they'd be pretty happy, you'd have to say.
And there's just this.
And Myrna Wall with a bit of space, and Emma Tilly just about getting a hold of her jersey.
Tackle from Jane Neal. You just can't give Myrna that sort of space.
And Belvo did very well there. Cara Mulcahy with the turnover, and Belvo scrambling here a little bit, and we've another turnover again. And Bowes have the ball, and it's non-stop here.
Yeah, it's just relentless, isn't it? But again, we just need to secure that ruck.
Yeah.
Like, especially in this area of the pitch, we can't let them have that ball like that.
Yeah, so Bowes looking to go wide, a bit of a skip pass there, and it's Ava McDonagh through for her first try of the day, our first try of this second half here.
Yeah, look, we just, in the transition there, we got caught for numbers on the edge. I think Vanessa had about 3 players in front of her, so it's just very hard to defend.
Yeah, so Bowes up with their 5th try of the match, and I think making the most of some loose play by both sides. They were able to capitalise there and get the try. So roughly, we think with stoppages, about 10 minutes left in this game. And it looks like Lisa Callan going off here as well for Belvo. Lisa only recently back from injury after she had a long injury layoff over the summer. Was in a more managerial role at Leinster this summer. She was assistant to Tanya Donnelly-Badon. And Ava McDonagh with the kick and makes the conversion. So scored and converted by Ava McDonagh.
Yeah, there's been some really good performances from some of the Bowes players here today. Kate Flannery has been excellent. But with boot to ball and with her distribution. and just some of the options she took were really good. Myrna Wall, you know, has been brilliant. She's taken every bit of space that Belvo have given her. Her distribution has been really, really good.
And really dictated the game, you know, even with Kate Flannery off the pitch, she's kept the pace up and kept things going.
Yeah. The tempo has been really good.
They just see Chisholm Aguero on the ball. She, of course, has 2 tries today. We haven't seen too much of her since those 2 tries. You know, the scores have been coming from elsewhere, I suppose.
Belvo probably, after the first 2 tries, were probably just a bit more aware of her and just not giving her that space.
Emma Tilley on the counter here. She's looking to spread the ball. Just, I suppose, Bo's coming up quickly, and Megan Edwards does well there because she was under pressure, and the referee just has his arm out, so penalty to Belvo here. And Orla McAuliffe with another good carry. Yeah,
and then some of the Bo's pack. You had, you know, Claire Bennett with some really, really strong carries. Claude O'Halloran, you can just see there with her line speed. And Beth Buttimer, I mean, I think just like her line out, the work in the scrum.
And really nice run by Megan Edwards here, and she's carried all the way up to the 10 metre line, kind of made something out of nothing there. Fabulous play by Megan Edwards. And some good passages of play here, and Belva just keeping the ball alive. Hannah Wilson in a bit of space, she knows what to do, and we've Eowyn Edwards on the ball, player from Belgium whose mother is from Sligo.
Oh wow, Leslie.
Sligo connection.
Yeah.
And it's Bo's in off their feet, and Belva the penalty, and Jade Gaffney looking to go quickly. Second time of the day, the referees pulled her back and said no.
Hannah did well there to get the ball out. You wouldn't see too many props being able to play the edge like that.
Hannah, of course, used to play 10.
She did,
back in the day, so she's you know, she can do it in the forwards or the backs.
Yeah.
Belva with the line out here, and Anya Rutley thrown in and gathered nicely by Jane Neal there, and it goes to Emma Kelly, who's standing in 10, and Cara Mulcahy. And calls for a bit of a high tackle there, but referee says play on, and Belvo keeping the ball going, and a nice tip on there by Clodagh Dunn to Grace Tuddy. And it looks like Bo's maybe on this ball, but the referee's saying hands away. And Emma Kelly, just a nice line run there by Sinead Farrell, and a nice sustained period of pressure here from Belvedere.
Yeah, if they can just get through some phases here now,
a gap will open up.
Great clear out from Anya Rutley.
Yeah, she's so physical.
She is, yeah, she's great around her.
And lovely hands by Megan Edwards, and she scores the try. What a gather from Megan Edwards there.
That was lovely, and you just won't stop her from there, will you, when she's going at that pace?
Yeah, lovely pass there, and I think Megan did super work to gather that ball. It was fingertip stuff.
And much better work from the forwards with their carries, their clear outs, just getting that clean ball.
Yeah, and it's Emma Kelly with the pass, of course, the magician Emma Kelly.
Yeah, she can do it all.
She can do it all. And you have to say, deserved score for Belvedere.
Yeah, much better second half now. You know, they've drawn this second half, so like we'll take that.
And it'll be Emma Kelly to take the conversion.
Yeah, it's from a difficult position, but yeah, she'll be happy with setting up that try. So
Niamh, just a few minutes left on the clock here, we think. Talk to me about your player of the match.
Yeah, like I say, we had lots of really good performances from some of these Bows players, but I think Myrna Wall, I think she's just been brilliant. You know, she got her name on the score sheet. She's just kept the tempo for Bows so high.
Yeah, she's kept things moving and really kept them going forward.
Yeah. And you know, like as a defender, when Myrna's playing, you just can't take your eye off the ball. Like you
can't give her any opportunities to snipe.
No.
To run.
So yeah, today I think it's Myrna Wall.
And looks like Kate Flannery's back on the pitch here, and she'll be taking the kick off.
It's well taken
well
by
gathered.
Grace Tutty.
Yeah, and she, it wasn't pretty, but it kind of worked.
Yeah, Sinead Farrell with a bit of soccer skills there.
Yeah. Bo's trying to go quickly and not quite 5, but the referee has brought it in for a penalty, and they go quickly now. Alana McNerney, of course, one of the standout players today as well.
Yeah, look, Alana's been brilliant. She had a brilliant season with Munster. I think she was top try scorer in the Interpros.
And has been in a few Ireland camps now.
Yeah, correct? She has. Yeah, she's someone. She's just she just keeps improving every season. She has pace to burn. She can play 13, 14, 11.
Yeah, rewarded for her good form, and
exactly.
You'd like to see her breaking into a squad in the future.
Yeah, you can see there Bowes tried to take the quick the quick throw in.
So now we've scrum to UL Bohs. It looks like Kate Flannery is actually in the 9 position, and of course you can see in the background there that there's UL Bohs players warming up. Today, of course, being a double header, and the seconds teams of both clubs will face off in and officially a friendly.
Yeah, it's officially a friendly, but no doubt, just like this game, there'll be plenty of fire in that too, and it's just a great way for some of the younger girls coming through to get some game time. And isn't it great that it's on a Saturday?
Yeah, we love Saturday rugby. We love early kickoffs as well.
Yeah, we do.
And I think it's a great initiative by the top 4 clubs to try and put something together that allows for a bit of flexibility with numbers and with fixtures, but also allows for their players to get game time, get some development,
100%.
and play competitive games against competitive clubs.
Yeah.
Looks like Emma Kelly might just be down there with an injury. She's one of the, I think, one of the bright sparks on the Belvedere team today, along with Jane Neal in particular. I think the two of them have had fantastic games.
Yeah, like I say, Jane has just been everywhere in defence. Her line speed, her tackles. Emma Kelly, then, how many positions has she played in the back line today? We've had 2 front rows playing 80 minutes, Hannah and Katie.
Yeah, Katie Layden, another person who's had an excellent game as well.
Yeah, she has. Grace Tutty as well in the line-outs.
It looks like Emma might just be struggling maybe with her ribs. I didn't know shrimps had ribs.
I know. Yeah, turns out they do. Megan Edwards had some brilliant runs. She really showed her pace.
Orla McAuliffe as well, I think.
Huge
nice carries. So
yeah,
I think plenty to be positive about. And as I said, that second half has been strong for Belvo, and they'll be looking to kind of take the second half into next week.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's a lot of positives to be taken. I think they're going to go with pods here. Yeah. And that's
Katie Lade with a nice carry.
She still has plenty of
plenty in the tank.
Yeah.
And Jane Neal again, strong carry from her. And Carmel Kai calling for that ball, and a tip on to.
Yeah.
And they had lined Grace Tutty up, but she did very well there, just carrying and recycle the ball. And Maria Kenny,
a modern impact Maria Kenny has had in the second half.
Super sub.
Yeah.
So it was just getting through that ruck there and turning it over. So good counter rucking from the elbows, and they are on the attack again. And Ava McDonagh throws a lovely boot at the ball.
Yeah, she saw the space back there.
Alicia McGonagall's coming like a train, and Sinead Farrell looked to have misjudged it, but gathers well. Belvo secured the ball. You think they'll just be looking to clear the lines now, and boot it right back up the pitch. Bowes only with 1 in the backfield, and a lovely kick there, and that puts Bowes under a bit of pressure. But Kate Flannery's trying to go quickly, I think, but Eowyn Edwards has it covered nicely. Bit of discussion going on by Bowes as to what they're going to do here. Sub hooker on now.
Yeah, that looks like Saoirse Crowe throwing in. And Eilish Call is back on the pitch.
Not much competition there from Belvo.
No.
And Bowes get the ball away cleanly. They go out the back here. Shut down well by Maria Kenny. And Rachel Allen puts boot to ball, and it's gathered. Commentator's curse there. So we have a knock on by Emma Tilley.
I wonder will this
and
be
it is full time. So full time score in Ollie Campbell Park here today. UL Bohs 31, Old Belvedere 5. So Bohs with a bonus point win on the road, and potentially sitting at the top of the table after today, depending on how the game between Railway and Rock later this evening goes.
Yeah, look, a tough day for Belvo, but Bohs are their defending champions, and you know there's a lot of positives to be taken from that second half, and we'll go down the road to Ballincollig next week and try to take our learnings and
yeah, and Bohs obviously very happy with today's outcome. The red machine rolls on.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Final reflections before we sign off here, Noddy?
Yeah, I guess, look, some really good individual performances from both sides. Myrna Wall, obviously, today's player of the match. And yeah.
The difference being Bohs really with that very polished team performance.
Yeah, they did,
so,
yeah.
Hopefully Belvo can keep building on this and put it together going forward.
Take their learnings and, just keep getting experience together. Those young players are going to just keep getting better and better. And
Well, thank you for everything today, Noddy.
Thank you.
Signing
Leslie.
off is the commentary team that nobody asked for.
Nobody asked for.
Nobody will ask for it again. But it's been a pleasure to bring you this broadcast from Ollie Campbell Park.
And our executive producer, Anya Donnelly.
And of course, Niall, the overseer.
Yeah.
Thank you to him, and thank you to Serge on the camera as well. That's all for us today. Thank you very much.
Every used car has a story. At Windsor Certified, all ours have a happy ending. Buy used with confidence. Windsor, drive happy.
Get in advance for number 5, so like break us up.
I literally wrote it out. 12. Sinead's gone to 12. Chili's gone to 13.
Oh my God, is that the John? Are you going to see them? Larry and me. They were like, where are you? I was like, I'm coming! But the space, we're not actually getting them all.